Hey, welcome back. Today I have another word for you, and I don't know what the title is going to be, but the main subject of this video is that God is catching you up. So I had this dream that I was in a small city, and I think it has like 5,000 people from what I've read, and we were in a store. It was like a general store, and we were purchasing some supplies. Okay, so everything. Hold on, I thought I had paused this. Okay, so everything that they had in the store was like behind time. So I had made my purchase, and they were printing out my receipts, and their system was connected to a dial-up service. Many of you, I'm sure you remember what dial-up is, and this came out in 1992. So that lets you know how long ago dial-up service was. It was an internet service. It was like the first internet service introduced, to the world. So they were connected to this dial-up service, and I know I stood there 7 minutes waiting on my purchase to be completed, and I remember asking the clerk, like, why, are they still in this position, and why haven't they upgraded? And she was just like, I don't know, so we went on. So as the scene switched, and now I'm in a park, like walking through a park in that city, but then the city switched to another small town. Like you have to go through this other small town to get out of, that direction. So I switched from that city to the next city, but I'm still in the same park. I don't know. They didn't have sidewalks or anything. It was just really behind time. So there was somebody behind me, and I thought she was her mother, but no, I thought she was the girl that I knew. But then as I turned to look at her, I realized that she was her mother. And she started talking to me. But I turned around and kept going. And then the dream ended. So what God is saying is that he's going to catch us up. Okay, because we are so behind time. And I'm going to tell you, I struggled with this message because, I don't know, there were just some things that I didn't understand. So, ways that we could be behind time is that how many years did we go off, doing our own thing, creating our own path, not inviting God, not consulting God about what we should be doing with our lives? How many years have we wasted? How many years did we waste doing our own thing and not including God? So there was no way that we were going to know what our paths should be because we were not asking God. We were not consulting him. Okay? So while I'm doing my studying and spending time with God, because I got this message yesterday, but I didn't want to rush. I was like, I just feel like I need to, just sit in it for a couple hours, so for a little while. So he took me to the foolish virgins. I think it's Matthew 25. You can go and read that about the 5 foolish and the 5 wise. And of course, he was talking about the 5 foolish and how when, the Lord showed up, they didn't have their oil. They said that their oil was getting low, and they were trying to borrow from the 5 wise. But they were like, they don't have enough. They have just enough for themselves. So the foolish virgins had wasted a lot of time. They were procrastinating. Okay? They were putting off until tomorrow what needed to be done at that time. Just wasting time. And then when the time came, they were not prepared. All right? And the door was shut. And they were not able to come in. But thank God for grace and mercy, because he's catching us up. He's redeeming our wasted time. That's in Joel 2:25. I will restore to you the years that the locust, the canker, and the caterpillar, and the palmer worm has eaten away. So those are the wasted years. And he said also in that scripture that these are the great army that I sent amongst you. So all things are working together. Even though you were off on your own path, God was still sending situations and circumstances that would, turn you back towards him, to get you to begin to seek his face for what he has for your life. Okay? So these are the things that God is restoring. He's restoring your connections, your contacts, and he's going to restore you financially. And this is going to be a supernatural thing. It's going to be a supernatural shift, because remember I said 1 minute I was in the first city, and then I was in the next city, but it seemed like it was the same, but I was still moving forward. I was walking. And I had to keep my face straight ahead, because remember, the person that was behind me, she was talking to me, and he let me know that that was a distraction. Because 1 minute I thought it was her, and then I thought it was somebody else. This was a distraction, because we were just doing small talk. It had nothing to do with what was going on. Well, she did say something like, you were at the store, and she called the name of the store. It was just small talk. Just irrelevant, because I was trying to move forward. So that is what it's going to take for us to partner with God in this catching up in our lives. It's going to take our perseverance. It's going to take focus. And it's going to require discipline. Now, we're not going to be able to look to the left or to the right. We're going to have to look straight ahead. Not allowing any type of distractions or familiarity to get between you and God and your destinies and your forward movement. So here are a couple scriptures to go with this. Ephesians 5 said, therefore be careful how you walk, not as the unwise, but as the wise. Proverbs 4:26 says, ponder the path of your feet. So you got to pay attention. You got to always be consulting God and paying attention to not getting off the path. Because we've been off the path for so many years, which is why God has to catch us up. And it called stagnation and backwardsness and small thinking and that poverty mindset and that spirit of lack and mediocrity. These were the effects of us getting off, the path and creating our own Ishmaels, and doing our own thing. So I started this, but God is going to restore our connections, our contacts, our communications, and he's going to restore us financially, and he's going to catch us up in our understanding. Okay? So many things were kind of pushed to the side because we decided to do it our own way. We thought we had it all figured out, So now that we've come to this point and we know that we need God. We need God in everything that we do. We have to consult him. We have to talk to him. We have to ask him, is this your plan? If it's not, move it out of my way. Tell me which way to go. Because I don't want to keep wasting time. There's no more time to waste. Okay? We got to get in line, get synchronized with the heartbeat of God, and tune our ear to heaven. Tune our ears to the heartbeat of God so that we can stay on the right path, so that we don't get in the way of him catapulting us forward, because that's what he's getting ready to do. And he wants to do it. He's ready to do it. He just got to get us in line. Okay? Remember the 5 foolish and the 5 wise? They were ready. But the foolish were not. So their time, or we could say their window of opportunity, was closed. They missed it. So listen, don't get caught sleeping. I've got another word that actually go into detail about the virgins. So don't get caught sleeping or slipping, however you want to say it. But let's just get into alignment with God so that he can catch us up, because I know I'm ready. I'm behind. How many years have you wasted? How many years have we wasted? I'm ready to be caught up, and he's ready to do it. Okay? Talk to you later.